Salma Hayek's marriage has been heavily criticized for years. The tabloids just can't handle the fact that the actress married a billionaire.
Of course she's a gold digger. Come on.
I bet the money helped her warm to him.
She will never be happy with herself.
Her husband, François-Henri Pinault, owns such luxurious brands as Gucci, Yves Saint Laurent, Balenciaga, and many others. Because of that, the media immediately labeled Salma a gold digger and said that her marriage was arranged. But it couldn't be farther from the truth. When 39-year-old Salma met her husband, she had no idea who he was. What's more, after all the romantic disappointments she'd had before, she wasn't even looking for a new relationship. The actress didn't want to repeat the same mistake of always choosing the wrong guy. Despite her doubts and worries, Salma was immediately attracted to François because of his charm and confidence.
He was so smart and charming and funny. And
from the very beginning, they were a perfect match. Little did Salma know that other people would judge her for being with him. It was a shock to her to find out that she, a successful and gorgeous actress, was suddenly being called a gold digger. But this wasn't the first time Salma had to deal with judgment. Earlier in her career, she was perceived as nothing more than just another breakthrough bombshell. Many fans wanted to see her in roles that highlighted her sexuality. And at the beginning of her career, even her parents didn't believe that she'd succeed in Hollywood. Her father thought that her desire to become an actress was nothing but a phase. Coming from a wealthy family, Salma had the freedom to choose her own path and didn't need a man to sponsor her. Hayek managed to become successful on her own and make her parents proud. With her role in Frida, Hayek proved to everyone that she's much more than a stereotypical Latina beauty. The movie was her passion project for about a decade. But once again, Salma had to work incredibly hard to get this film made. And while doing so, she had an extremely unpleasant interaction with the infamous Hollywood producer, Harvey Weinstein. She either had to tolerate his offensive behavior or refuse the role of a lifetime. Hayek bit the bullet and chose the former. When she shared her story, the actress called him a monster and said that the experience haunted her for a long time. But now she doesn't let anyone mess with her or define her.
you have this pressure, like you have to become this wife or you have to become this mother. And I don't believe in this.
Today, Salma is strong enough to fight for women's rights and against domestic violence. With her $200 million net worth, she's earned enough to not care about her husband's money at all. Besides, the actress has always loved her job. When Hayek gave birth to her daughter and thought about quitting her career, François changed her mind. He said he didn't want to be deprived of her work and that she had much more to offer to the world. Salma's husband never treated her like a doll, but rather as an equal partner. And despite the beliefs of many, the age difference between them is just 4 years. Hayek once admitted that the story of how they met was very romantic, but she's never shared it publicly.
It is mine. I don't want to vulgarize it by making it into a story to make myself interesting.
Yet we do know that Salma and François got married twice. Their first wedding was a small Valentine's Day ceremony in a city hall in Paris. And a few months later, they renewed their vows in a much bigger star-studded event in Venice. At the same time, the couple was expecting their baby daughter Valentina. Salma is happy that she became a mother at 41, and she's also glad to be a late bloomer in love.
It's worth the wait, because I found him late in life. It's better to be single than to be with the wrong one.
What's the secret to their marriage? According to Salma, the key to their strong relationship is that they always prioritize each other.
Being generous and celebrating the other person, it always works.
Salma and François also have a rule that they are never separated for more than a couple of weeks, and they don't bring their work problems home.
My guy finishes work, no matter how hard it was, and trust me, he has a lot of responsibilities, big smile on his face, happy to be home, happy to see me and the kids.
Plus, Salma and Francois support each other in everything they do.
There's nothing sexier than feeling supported and that the person that you are with wants you to thrive, wants you to be better every day.
So Salma is now happily balancing her career and motherhood and isn't too bothered by other people's opinions.
15 years together and we are strong in love and I don't even get offended. I'm like, yeah, whatever. The thing is that in pictures, you cannot begin to guess the magic in him. And he's made me become a much better person and grow in such a good, healthy way.
Salma and Francois deserve to be happy just like anyone else. And all the haters that speculate about whether their love is real or not should remember one lesson. Don't judge a book by its cover.